We've just recently completed our annual parent satisfaction survey, and I just wanted to take a few minutes to share with you a summary of the results of that survey. And the first thing that I want to say to all of you is just a deep word of gratitude to all of you who took the time to complete the survey and give us the information from it. And then next, one of the first things that's just really encouraging about this year's survey is the number of you that completed it. 272 responses this year compared to 231 last year. So that we're very encouraged by. And obviously the more responses we get, the better idea we have of the view of our parent community. So thanks again to all of you who took the time to do that. Every survey was looked at least twice. I personally read every one of the 272 surveys for the entire district, and then each of our principals and directors from the various campuses took the time to read through the survey results for their campus. We also made an effort to personally contact every parent who requested that they be contacted, and we're grateful for the opportunity that we had to visit with people in those conversations. One thing that we would ask as we look ahead to next year and years beyond is that if you're willing to take the time to share with us a particular concern, it would be really helpful to us if you would also share with us your name so that we can get back to you regarding those responses. We promise you that we'll respond in a non-defensive manner because it really is important to us to be able to follow up as specifically as we can with the feedback that we get. We're in our second year of using the same format of this survey, so what that's giving us the ability to do is do comparisons of our results from one year to the next. And so going forward, every year we'll have the benefit of one more year of comparison for those results. And for the most part, the average ratings this year were either right on par or even a little bit higher than what they were last year. So we're certainly encouraged by that as well. Before I outline the average responses related to the numerical ratings, I just want to give you an idea of the narrative feedback that we got as well. And it really was overwhelmingly positive, which obviously was very encouraging to us. Out of the 272 surveys that were completed and statements that were made on most of those responses, there were fewer than 30 statements in total that expressed any kind of concern over a particular area. And then beyond that, the other thing that's encouraging to us is there really were no particular patterns that showed up over and over again of the same issue that different parents expressed concern over. So again, that we're encouraged by. At the same time, we want to operate at a level of excellence in every way that we can, at the highest possible degree of excellence. And so we really do give a high level of attention to every concern that is expressed. Whether you gave us your name or not, we still took to heart the things that were said and are in the process of giving attention to those things so that we can improve in areas where we have room to grow. So when it comes to the questions that we're asking you to rate numerically various things in the life of the school, the first question had to do with your overall satisfaction with your experience at Cascade Christian. And your average response this year was 4.4, up from 4.3 last year. So you can see a slight increase in that area. Your level of satisfaction with the leadership on your campus was very similar, with an average rating this year of 4.4 compared to 4.3 last year. Your satisfaction with students' academic experience this year is almost identical to what it was last year, with this year's response at 4.33 compared to 4.32 last year. When it comes to how well informed you feel about what's happening on your campus, your response this year was an average of 4.27 compared to a response of 4.25 last year. The degree to which you feel connected to your campus and what's going on in the life of your student on each of your campuses was that this is the one area that just dipped slightly below an average of 4.0 with an average rating of 3.93 this year compared to a 4.02 last year. This is the one area in which we dipped just a little bit, and so we are, while the dip is slight, it still challenges us to work harder in this area, which we will do. And it's important to us that you do feel connected on each of your campuses, so you can be assured that we're going to take that to heart and be working in that area even much more diligently in the year ahead. This is the first year we asked the question about the degree to which you feel known and valued, and your average response was a 4.01. We want to see this response, the response in this area, to be as close to a 5 as possible, because this is the area that really is the crux of what we are striving to be all about here at Cascade Christian as we go forward. That you in particular would feel known and valued, and that would lead then to a real sense of belonging here for both you and your students. What we know is the degree to which you are feeling known and valued, and the degree to which you feel like you belong here, and the degree to which your student is having the best possible experience here is that same degree to which you will want to share Cascade Christian with others. The final question we asked with a numerical rating was that of how likely you are to recommend Cascade Christian to others. Your average response was slightly higher this year at a 4.41 compared to a 4.40 last year, and while we're encouraged by this response, we want to see it closer to that level of a 5 or better as well. And so we want to do all we can to be helping you have an experience here that causes you to look for people that you can talk to about your experience here, because you're just having such a great experience and you want others to know about it so they can have that same experience for their children. I just want to say again a deep, heartfelt word of thanks for taking the time to give us this feedback. It truly is greatly valued and deeply appreciated, as are you. You and your students matter more than anything else to us, and that's why we will continually work at empowering our people to go above and beyond as the norm. And we'll enjoy finishing this year with you and experiencing God's best for all of us in all the things that we're doing here at Cascade Christian Schools. Thank you.